Hi, I'm Janila, the person behind Crafty Crochet Castle, and in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet these two easy velvet scrunchies. These are simple and beginner friendly patterns and they work up so quickly. This is a simple velvet scrunchie, and this velvet scrunchie has some ruffles. To crochet these scrunchies, I'm using this velvet yarn. This is Bernat Velvet Stripes bulky weight yarn. I'm using 6mm crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, and of course some hair ties. Now let's get started working on our easy scrunchies. So I'm taking my velvet yarn and a 6mm crochet hook and a hair tie. First I'm going to start off by making a slip knot. Then I'm going to remove my hook from the slip knot. I'm going to put the scrunchie inside the crochet hook and then insert my hook inside the slip knot. Now I'm going to bring my slip knot under the scrunchie, yarn over and pull through. So now we have attached a yarn onto the scrunchie. Now it's time to work our row 1. For this row, I'll be making single crochet around the scrunchie. To do a single crochet around the scrunchie, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull through. Now I'll have 2 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over and pull through both the loops. This is my single crochet. I'm going to make single crochets for this entire row. The number of single crochets would depend upon the size of the scrunchie and your yarn. As you make single crochet, make sure to push your stitches together so that we can cover the entire scrunchie with single crochets. So I'm going to repeat this for the entire row and I'll meet you after I complete this row. As you progress through row 1, always make sure to push back your stitches together and fill up these spaces with single crochet. After completing row 1, I'm going to join at the top of the stitch over here using a slip stitch. So now we have finished row 1 of our scrunchie. Now let's start working on row 2. For this row, I'm going to start with chain 2 and I'll do a double crochet in the same stitch. To do a double crochet, I'll yarn over, insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over and pull through. Now I'll have a total of 3 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over, pull through 2 loops at a time. Now I'll have 2 loops remaining on my hook. I'll yarn over, pull through both the loops. This is my first double crochet. I'm going to do chain 1 and I will do a double crochet in the next stitch. I'll be repeating this pattern for this entire row. The pattern is chain 1 and a double crochet in the next stitch. The number of stitches in this row will depend entirely on the number of single crochet that you made in the first row. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Now we are down to the last double crochet in this row 2. So I'll complete my double crochet like how I normally do. Then I would do a chain 1 and slip stitch it at top of the chain 2 that we did earlier. Now we have finished our easy velvet scrunchie. I'm gonna finish off over here leaving a tail and I will weave the tail in. To weave the tail in, I'm going to thread this tail in a tapestry needle and I'm going to run it across vertically first. I'm going to use only the loops to insert and pull my loose tail. And when I'm down to the single crochet, I'm going to weave it inside these loops. Now stretch it out a little bit and you can trim off this yarn. In the same manner, I'm going to weave in this tail as well. Now we have completed this easy velvet scrunchie, which is done in 2 rows. Now let's start working on the scrunchie with more ruffles. So I'm going to be taking a hair tie, the same velvet yarn and the same hook, and I'm going to repeat row 1 from the previous scrunchie. Row 1 is to do a single crochet around the scrunchie for this entire row. Make sure to cover all the spots of the scrunchie and also make sure to push your single crochets together while you're working. I'll meet you after I complete this row 1. After covering the entire scrunchie, I'm going to join with a slip stitch before I proceed to row 2. So now I'm going to make this scrunchie with more ruffles. So I'm going to start off with chain 2 followed by 3 double crochet in the same stitch. I'll be working on 3 double crochets in every stitch for this entire row. This is a very easy pattern as well, but you would get more ruffles because we are working 3 double crochet in every stitch of row 2. Now I'm down to the last stitch over here. I'm going to work 3 double crochets in this last stitch as well. And join at the top of the chain 2 that we did earlier using a slip stitch and finish off over here. Now we can weave the tail in. So now I've completed this easy ruffled velvet scrunchie. I hope you'd crochet this along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.